is thinking.
I'm dedicated to it. I can't be stopped.
All right. All right. Are you sharpening your bare razor head? I don't know about you, but I'm sharpening my bare razor head. I got this Fred Bear Razorhead broadhead, the mystical flight of the pump station disconnecting, scary, sharp broadhead that brings protein to the masses. Welcome back to Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire. See those bags under my eyes? Those are happy bags. Those are very happy bags. I slept 10 hours last night. Thank you for supporting my big mouth. Well, that Nugent's got a big mouth. Not to be confused with people who can barely get out. Well, I'm not into politics. Well, maybe you ought to go down to the spine store and get you one. Fred Bear, in the wind, he's still alive. Thank you, Fred Bear Day. Go to fredbearday.com. I always promote the things that really make me happy. And I'm thanking you people for voting for the right guy. Holy mother of God. Whew. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesse Waters. Thank you, Dan Bongino. Boy, we got some hell. Thank you, Joe Pags and Lars Larson up in the Great Northwest. Maybe it'll be the Great Northwest again. Thank you, Steve Gruber on Real America's Voice. Thank you, Real America's Voice. Thank you, Greg Gutfeld. Thank you, Dana Perino. Thank you, Judge Janine. We have hell raisers that raise hell for truth, logic, and common sense, which is the most politically incorrect, dangerous things to say, which I have never hesitated to shout from the mountaintop. So thank you, the Pursuit Channel. If you don't get our Ted Nugent Spirit of the Wild TV show for 35 years, we have so much fun. I am such a backstrapping daddy. But we have a celebration of real environmentalism, where we demand clean air, soil, and water by walking the wild ground from which the clean air, soil, and water comes from. And Shemaine and I are so proud that we've been the top watched outdoor hunting, conservation, environmental TV show for 35 years on the Pursuit Channel. Get the Pursuit Channel 8 times a week. I'm a fun guy. If you're not having fun with me, you might be a Michael Moore fan. Anyhow, well, that's a horrible thing to say. So thank you, real Americans who voted. But if you are a Democrat, but you didn't vote for the toxic, treasonous Democrat Party, then you have to quit that party. If you're not a racist, you can't be a member of the Klan. Well, I'm a member of the Klan, but I'm not a racist. If you don't believe in orchestrating the invasion of America, you can't be a Democrat. If you think that there ought to be wars all around the world so that the industrial, military, congressional complex can get rich on dead American soldiers, sailors, Marines, and airmen, then you can't be a Democrat. If you don't believe in taking your tax dollars and buying energy from our enemies, instead of utilizing the resources, the energy resources that God blessed America with, then you can't be a Democrat. Kamala Harris never mentioned one truth ever. And smart Americans went, "You're a liar." Thank you for voting for Donald Trump. But thank you, Keith, Mark, Dwayne, Tim, our Hunter Nation. We played a huge role in cahoots with other thinking, caring, smart, patriotic, God, family, country, law, and order Americans. Kind, sensible people don't think men should destroy women's athletic records or be in a women's locker room or have tampons in the boys' room. Decent people are offended by that, Democrat Party. So thank you, those who went to Hunter Nation. We got to keep doing this, by the way. And a lot of people are going to wake up because we spent millions of dollars. So those that became members and donated, thank you. Because we never endorsed a candidate, but we woke up conservatives. We actually did I don't know how much I can say here. We determined who were conservatives and who were nuts. And we never spent any time or resources on the nutcases who thinks that ARs should be banned and that you should be able to kill a baby as it's being born. If that's what you believe, we never had anything to do. We hope they didn't vote. We hope those kind of creeps, goons, dangerous, satanic child molesters don't vote. But those who believe in God, family, and country, you voted. Thank you. But we need to keep this going, because if we keep the conservative voting army awake, HunterNation.org, we're going to put it on the screen all the time. If we keep this conservative voting army active, participatory, we can keep going forward. Isn't it funny? Well, they're progressive. No, they're not progressive. They're regressive. They're going back to slavery. Well, you can't. So thank you. But I want to thank everybody that did. And again, if you are an independent, well, first of all, if you're a Republican, no matter what you are, but you haven't voted in the past, thank you for voting in this one. And we like to thank those that support my big mouth, because the founding fathers wanted everybody to be just like me. I mean, really just like me. Working hard, playing hard, never taking, always giving, making sacrifices and taking risks. In the swirling dust of the American dream arena, like the great white buffalo, we stumble, but we get right back up, because in our instinctual spirit, in our heart and soul, we know that we're supposed to be in the asset column. We're supposed to support our fellow man. We're supposed to give and produce. We want to be in the asset column, and I'm in the asset column because I've always been a cockroach spotlighter. And that Nugent's a radical. And they're starting to figure out that I was radically good, radically positive, radically patriotic, radically hardworking, radically funny. But I want to thank those who support this First Amendment celebration on my Real America Voice Spirit Campfire, Mike Lindell. We really have an impact when we support those who make a lot of money and spend that money supporting people with a big mouth for freedom. Mike Lindell, say thank you to him. Christmas is coming, Thanksgiving, graduations. I have a wedding. Louisa is getting married Saturday. I love Louisa. It's going to be great. Louisa and John. Go to mypillow.com. That's how you spend your hard-earned American dollars, by supporting those hardworking Americans who have the balls to stand up against the status quo and the deep state treasonous gang that runs America. Go to mypillow.com, type in the code SPIRIT, and buy stuff for the people you love. Made in America, quality stuff, all kinds of stuff. We got the slippers, we got the bathrobes, we got the towels, we got the pillows, we got the toppers, we got the sheets, we got the dog beds. Get the dog beds. Get the dog beds for your kids. They're so cool. Go to mypillow.com and support those who support the First Amendment without censorship. Mike Lindell, we love you. Really, everybody, when you're spending money. Also, go to MinutemenCoffee.com. It is so good. The veterans, the heroes of the military, started this coffee company without compromising it and selling it to people who are liberal. Good grief, some of these outfits. Minutemen Coffee, the best coffee in the world. I drink it all the time. I actually only have like 2 or 3 cups in the morning. But it is morning here at the Man Cave Cuckoo's Nest Arsenal of Democracy, the Freedom Zone, the Big Mouth Spotlight, cockroach epicenter of the American dream, with the great white buffalo and the swirling dust. It's so much fun. Go to MinutemenCoffee.com. These guys are great, great guys. Entrepreneurs, warriors, veterans. Type in the code SPIRIT, get a 15% discount. It is the best coffee. They have so many great blends. We got Liberal Tears. We got Traitor Joe. I love these guys. Go to MinutemenCoffee.com. Type in the code SPIRIT. Buy coffee for the people you love. It's real quality, delicious, American veteran-owned coffee company. Also, in preparation for any kind of disaster that may strike, and by the way, disasters will strike. It's not like, well, they might. No, they not might. You will have a catastrophe, a weather catastrophe, certain upheavals still possible right now, go to Heaven's Harvest. These people support the First Amendment from the absolutely unfiltered, irreverent, truth, logic, and common sense daddy. Support those. This is a great American-made product. Be prepared when disaster strikes, and it's gonna. At some point, made in the USA, emergency survival food, self-heating meal kits. This is, everybody you love should have some of this, so buy it. Go to heavensharvest.com and you get 5% off promo code TED, TED. T. Thanks, everybody, determined. I'm just on a rant here. So those are the people that support the First Amendment from Uncle Ted. And everybody out there, I love you so much. But keep praying. You know, HunterNation.org, people fed up with the cruelty of Uncle Sam under the Biden administration, the Biden-Harris administration. You are great Americans. It's tragic it took this much cruelty and criminality to wake us up, but finally we did wake up. What a landslide. What a huge glowing red middle finger we are now celebrating from the great Donald Trump. But keep praying, because prayers played a huge role in this victory for the U.S. Constitution-guided American dream under the great President, Donald J. Trump. Thank you, everybody, for being a part of this. Support those that support my big mouth freedom demanding First Amendment celebration. And I'll be back in just a minute. We have a guest coming on who's an off-road racer. I raced off-road with Mickey Thompson and Parnelli Jones and Bill Straub. I'm firing up my Bronco, Dave Miller and Pat Butler and Shannon Guderian. We're going to come back celebrating off-road racing and freedom. Yowza.